mention?
No mention. Yes.
Lordship, may I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 17, Lordship. This is a promotion matter, Lordship, and we require some time to...
Is it a promotion matter or is it a school matter?
It's a school matter.
What promotion matter? Even I remember this matter.
Not 17, Lordship. My apologies. 21, Lordship. 21.
2 weeks, yes. Who's the other side?
Lordship, I've already informed. Can you raise this matter after 1 week?
2 weeks. Yes.
Highly obliged.
Lordship. Item number 24, I beg to mention on behalf of Mr. M.L. Nongpir, Lordship. 2 weeks, Lordship.
M.L. Nongpir is working with you?
No, Lordship.
Then?
He's not available today, Lordship, so he just requested me to...
24?
24. Other cities are there not. He's also on leave, Lordship.
2 weeks, yes.
Hello.
I will please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 20 of the daily cost list.
Number?
20 of the daily cost list, Your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to seek 3 weeks' time because the conducting counsel is on leave.
Adjourned for 3 weeks as the arguing counsel for the respondent still to be indisposed.
May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 13. The conducting counsel
1-3?
Yes.
Contempt, no. Why?
The conducting counsel needs some more times for preparing.
Contempt between the court and the contemnor, correct? What time for what?
For preparing the matters. 1 week time, Your Lordship.
Then we'll take it up. Anyway, 1 week. Next week I'll take it up whether anybody is present or not. Yes.
Highly obliged.
May I please, Your Lordship? I beg to mention item number 18, Your Lordship.
18. Senora.
Yes, Your Lordship.
I am for the petitioner, Lordship. I am for the petitioner.
Yes. You have objection?
Lordship, actually they have been taking time on the last occasion.
No urgency?
Actually, charges regarding me, I was terminated.
2 weeks, yes.
Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? I would like to mention item number 11. I pray for 2 weeks' time. Item number 11.
On behalf of Sincon, who's the other side? Why is it 19 matter? After 1 week only, as a counsel for the petitioner, the arguing counsel present. Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes, Ms. Agarwal.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 27 on behalf of Mr. D.K. Das. We need certain instructions from the petitioner, my lord. So if 2 weeks' time may kindly be granted, my lord.
20?
27, the last item, my lord.
But Your Lordship, may I please, Your Lordship, 3rd week I will not be here, so let the matter be end of this month. Kindly, Your Lordship, may we please to post it in the end of this month.
Just out of 4 weeks. Yes.
Obliged.
Supplementary list.
Asha ki motion the main list. Asha ki motion the main list.
Main list. Item number 1.
There's a motion for the motion of the main list to take precedence. Meet motion the main list. Yes.
Your Lordship, I pray this matter to come up after some time, Your Lordship.
What instructions have you received?
Your Lordship.
No instructions. We'll continue with the interim order.
Your Lordship, if it may be taken up
No,
after some
you received the instructions? Did Dr. Mberska receive the instructions?
Your Lordship, he's not.
No.
He's not said anything regarding the.
He hasn't received the instructions. MS S. Rumthau by Dr. Mberska submits that instructions are yet to be received. So this is matter after 3 weeks to enable to obtain instructions.
Interim order, my lord.
Interim order shall continue the next day.
Highly obliged.
Item number 2.
Yes.
Lordship, the conducting counsel is from Silshire and he's not keeping well, so I beg to pray that the matter be taken on Friday.
What instructions received here?
No instructions. Your Lordship.
as it is reported that the conducting counsel on behalf of the petitioner is unwell, list this matter on Friday.
Supplementary list, item number 1.
Yes,
the petitioner here in Malad was serving in a deficit school. So Malad, his post was
retired,
Malad, sanctioned by the government. So Malad, during the course of his service, he obtained his graduation degree. Therefore, he became entitled to graduation pay, Malad. Now, Malad, at page 11, Annexure 1, this was the order passed by the then DSEO, West Garo Hills, Tura. It says, Malad, that he is hereby allowed to draw graduate scale of pay, so and so.
When was it given?
Malad, this was issued on 5th of December 2011.
We was never given since then.
No, Malad. Thereafter, Malad, he retired in 2016. 31st July 2016, he retired, my lord. At page 13 is the typed copy. After retirement, my lord, I made a representation dated 13th of November 2017, praying for release of my graduate pay scale, the dues, remaining dues.
So one thing, Mr. Nongri.
Yes, my lord.
After he was allowed to graduate scale of pay,
yes, ma'am.
That means he went to higher scale from 5100, right?
Yes,
what was the earliest scale he was drawing?
My lord, as per the certificate issued, the last pay received by him was 19,370.
No.
Scale has not been indicated.
2011. In 2011, see the letter that you referred to, Annexure 1. As per letter so and so, Sri so and so is allowed, is hereby allowed to draw a graduate scale of pay at rupees with effect on the date of passing so and so, which equivalent to. So the thing is that he was allowed from that time, and you see he never given it. Then what were you sleeping then for how many years? 10 years, 11 years?
My lord, I made representations, my lord. 2017, my lord.
No, 17.
Page
after
14.
11, when you are given this, letter, nothing happened.
Nothing happened, my lord.
And you didn't do anything.
No, my lord. My lord, page 14, Annexure 3.
Yes. Anyway,
I made a representation.
This is your lordship. Lordship, the only ordeal is the delay, your lordship.
That's only thing. The court noticed that also.
1996, your lordship. Now we are in 23, almost 27 years, your lordship.
Lord,
he retired in 2017 or 2016. He should have approached this on Honorable Court, your lordship.
Lord, kindly have page
while
17.
he was in service, your lordship.
Page 17, my lord, Annexure 5. This was issued by the DSEO, my lord, to the secretary of the school, my lord.
So that is a
Second
different
paragraph.
It gives a different dimension. Anyway, we should notice. Let them come up with affidavit. But Mr. Philemon Nongri,
only private respondent will have to be
issue notice. Mr. Indishulai is Leonard EAG with is present and accept notice on behalf of respondents number 1 to 3. Steps to be taken on other respondents within 3 days. List after 3 weeks.
Deeply.
All right.
Item number 2.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I kindly pray that this matter may be passed over for the day.
What is there in the matter?
Because Mr. A.S. Hazarika has filed it personal,
Lordship.
This is regarding.
He
has filed 2
see, don't you see, poor fellow's house got burgled twice.
Yes, twice.
And the police didn't do anything. And the house of a lawyer got broken into and his inverter was stolen.
In this case, both the matters were, because the lack of evidence, the matter was filed FR.
First time his stabilizer was stolen, right? And when the stabilizer was recovered, they didn't give it back to him. And how did Ms. Hazarika then put on his fridge then? His stabilizer was stolen. Very unfortunate, see, case by a lawyer, stabilizer was stolen from his house and police didn't do anything. And after he recovered, he didn't give Zimma to him also. What's the police being Mr. Barasaji? These kind of situations. Compelled to come to court, yes.
No, my lord said that proceeding again, that further investigation has been ordered, Lordship.
Hand over to CBI, yes.
Lordship, day after tomorrow, Lordship.
Yes.
Then, Lordship, on Friday.
As the petitioner person could not attend court due to personal difficulty, let's this matter on Thursday.
Friday, Lordship.
Friday, okay. Friday.
Hello.
Item number 3.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship,
Yes.
in this particular matter, I have a very small grievance and I pray for a small order from this Honorable Court, my Lord.
Yes.
This pertains to the Sobribadi Village Employment Council, and the petitioners herein have made representation to the Block Development Officer of Silsila C&RD Block regarding misappropriation of funds by the Secretary of the VC. But, my Lord, instead of taking any action on the complaint submitted by the petitioners, the Block Development Officer has been releasing the pending funds to them without inquiring into the misappropriation of funds and the allegations made in the complaint. The complaint is at page 12. Now, my Lord, the directions from the Undersecretary of C&RD Department and the Additional Deputy Commissioner have also been sent to the BDO to take appropriate action and submit within 5 days the report. But this complaint has not been addressed, and no inquiry has been carried out regarding the allegation of misappropriation of funds and not completing the work. And further, the petitioners who are the job card holders under this particular VC, they are not being allowed to work because they have denied to pay their 50% of wages to the Secretary of the Village Employment Council.
You
So
mean
my
that
only
he
prayer
gives them work only if they handle 50% of the wages to him? Is
Yes,
that
my
your
Lord,
allegation?
the secretary will allow the only those job card holders to work for the subsequent works if they pay 50% of the wages to the secretary.
So he's
Secondly, my Lord,
extorting money from them.
Yes, my Lord.
Okay.
And second allegation is the work which has been allotted. That
Yes.
work has not been carried out according to the requirements. That is, if I may take your Lordship to page number 13.
How does
my
people
Lord.
file any FIR regarding this illegal demand of the VEC secretary?
My Lord, this particular demand, this allegation has been made in the complaint before the
No,
BDO.
the complaint never have
That
they
was
made
some-
any other complaints? Because there's a very serious complaint.
Lord,
If you say that the
this
job card
copy-
holders are not given work, and if they're given work, also 50%
Yes,
has to
my
go
Lord.
to.
And copy of this particular representation has been sent to the Deputy Commissioner, the Project Director
When was it sent?
of C&R. My Lord, 22/11/2022, page 12 of the
Yes.
writ petition. This is the complaint to BDO, and copy has been sent to so and so at
Who
page
are the
29.
signatories
my
of this
Lord.
complaint?
My Lord, the job card holders have submitted this complaint, and in total there are 5 people who submitted this complaint, but only 2 petitioners have approached this Honorable Court by way of the instant writ petition. But despite directions from the Additional Deputy Commissioner, the
Where
Block
is the
Development Officer-
directions?
My Lord, the directions, if I may take your Lordship to
Yes.
page number 201, my Lord.
Number
201, 201.
201.
Yes, my Lord. It was issued by the Additional Deputy Commissioner and Additional District Program Coordinator, Manrega, to the Block Development Officer. And if I may read the complaint, my Lord. With reference to the subject cited above, please find enclosed with the letter number so-and-so dated 24/3/2023, received from Ms. Melody L. Kalong, Advocate Shillong, related to the complaint made for the misappropriation of funds of the MREGS allotted for Sobribadi VEC dated 21/11/2022. In view of the above, we are hereby directed to look into the matter priority and kindly submit detailed report on the same within 5 days from receipt of this letter. No action has been taken on this, my Lord, since 22/11/2022 till date.
No, 27th. Okay, this letter dated 27th March 2023.
This was
Correct.
after a reminder sent, my Lord.
Yes.
And initially also there was
What is the other letter?
one more
Annexure
letter.
8?
My Lord, Annexure 8 is also a letter from the Undersecretary. The Undersecretary
Yes,
C&RD
yes, who's appearing for the
Department
state?
Director.
I'm appearing on behalf of the state, my lord.
Yes, what happened to this? Where's the report? asked for 27 March 2023.
Lordship, I'll have to seek
You
instructions.
come 1
Lordship.
week.
Lordship.
Yes,
My
sir.
lord, humble prayer in the meantime, my lord. My lord,
Where's-
after submission of the complaint, the respondent number 6 has disbursed an amount of rupees 35,06,110
Okay,
to
till
the
next
Village
week.
Employment Council.
Heard MSP
Till
Agarwal.
then, no
MP
disbursement may be allowed, my lord.
petitioner.
Let it come on the next date, my lord.
Issue notice. For all of them.
Lordship.
MS NG Shilla, senior government advocate.
But,
is present,
Lordship-
accept notice on behalf of all the respondents' staff. It has been submitted by Learned Counsel for the petitioner that in spite of a complaint being made as far back as in 21st of November 2022 and a report called for by the Additional Deputy Commissioner by letter 27 March 2023, nothing has come about the complaint made by the petitioners with regard to the illegalities committed, alleged to have been committed by the. You not made the secretary party.
My lord, our
Why?
only humble prayer is that the representation, the complaint may be addressed. It is for the BDO to take action on the
No.
complaint.
Then if you made allegations against this VC secretary, then why in Arirama as a party?
I was
For that
about to
very
mention,
reason,
Lordship, that
for
it's
that very
some
reason, then how
non-joined
can
parties, Lordship.
doesn't matter? Then that'll go to their detriment. No?
My lord, I may be permitted to amend the petition.
We're
to
not
that effect
permitting
and,
anything. That's up to you. You're the master of your brief. Yes, they have been committed by the next paragraph. MSNG Shila advocate to obtain instructions within 1 week. Just thereafter. And so on.
My lord,
Much obliged, Lordship.
Meantime, my lord,
No, meantime,
disbursement may be
you
permitted, my
haven't.
lord.
You're asking an order to operate against a person. Can you get injunction against a person you have not named?
Much obliged, Lordship.
Item
My
number
lord,
4.
the BDO has not addressed
Very
the
good.
complaint.
Yes, next.
Bless.
May it please your lordship.
Yes,
Your lordship,
Mr.
in this
Roy.
case, we miss out to incorporate
file.
some factual aspects, your lordship. So I humbly pray that your lordship may allow to withdraw this petition with the liberty to file a fresh, your lordship.
Mr. What's the matter? Pension matter?
Your lordship.
The council petition prays that may be allowed to withdraw the initial petition, liberty to file afresh, as there are some fresh prayers allowed with liberty as prayed.
5.
Similar prayer, your lordship. Call your lordship.
6.
May it please the lordship. Lordship, the matter pertains to cancellation of post lordship in Nectar.
When was it cancelled?
Cancellation of post lordship in Nectar.
When?
Lordship, by the impugn order dated 7/10/2022, my post was cancelled.
So
Lordship.
what are you doing now? You're not working anymore.
Lordship, I have been reverted back to my earlier post, Lordship. I was working in the
So
same
why do you come
department.
so late?
There was some family issues because of which, my lord, I could not approach this honorable court.
Where Dr. Mozika? Earlier matters is similar.
Similar matter.
Let him come. Let Dr. Mozika come. In the other early orders, interim orders operating.
Lordship.
Mr. Gautam, you're paying some of them, no? No, sorry. That's a different one.
7.
Yes.
May I please, Lord?
Yes, Mr. Hassan.
My lord, this is the non-payment of salary, my lord, non-release of the salary to the petitioner from July 2022 to till date, my lord, by the respondent number 4, my lord. I was appointed in the year 2000, my lord, as assistant teacher of Patorkada Higher Secondary School in the sanction post, my lord. My lord,
You were appointed on?
I was appointed in the year 2000, my lord.
2000. So from 2000 to 22, you're giving regular salary.
No, my lord. From after my appointment, I was regularly taking up the classes and joining the schools. And from that time itself, the respondent number 4, the principal cum secretary, is deducting the salary from the sanction amount. There is 5 sanction released to the school, Patarkada High Secondary School, 4 for the sanction post and another for the science teacher. So total 5 sanction posts, my lord. So I was one of them in the sanction post. So the principal cum secretary in the year 2011 enrolled himself in the State Bar Council. the erstwhile State Bar Council.
So he's teaching law in the school?
No, my lord.
Then?
He's practicing lawyer, my lord.
Okay.
So enroll in the State Bar Council, and thereafter he enrolled himself in the Bar Council of High Court of Meghalaya. Then he started practicing in Dadangiri, regular practice, my lord, and District and Session Judge Court at Tura, my
Have you
lord.
made a complaint to the Bar Council?
No, my lord.
If there's no complaint on record, how will the court take cognizance
My lord,
of
these are the
that?
facts of the case, my lord. The
Facts of the case or what?
My lord.
If you have that kind of grievance, you should put it for the Bar Council.
My lord, the
Or file a formal complaint before the Registrar General.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Petitioner is not well acquainted with the law and all. He just made a complaint, a representation to the respondent number 3, District School Education Officer, Tura, regarding the non-release of the salary. The incident started in 2022 when the salary enhanced from 22,000 to 29,000. The respondent number 4, principal cum secretary, he made a self-style fixation chart wherein he himself fixes his salary at the rate of 18,000 and the petitioner's salary fixes at the rate of 13,000, whereby the petitioner raised the dispute, raised the question, objection that I am not going to receive that 13,000 salary. Then the respondent number 4 threatened the petitioner to remove from the school. He having the full control over the management of the school, my lord, since from the inception.
No, I'm not really understanding. You mean to say that this is respondent number 4?
Yes, my lord.
Correct. He was a principal cum secretary of the school.
Yes,
correct.
Yes.
And while he was principal cum secretary, he got a law degree.
Yes, my lord.
Then he enrolled as a lawyer.
Lawyer, my lord.
He's practicing as a lawyer in Dadangere courts
Yes,
and
my
Sura
lord.
courts.
Yes, my lord.
At the same time, he's still functioning as principal secretary of the school.
Yes, my lord.
Teaching the school also.
He is not taking up the class, but holding the post of principal and cum secretary.
Principal secretary.
Yes, my
And then, so what he's doing is that then he refixed the pay. He's drawing other
Salary,
teachers.
my lord.
Other teachers, they're being deducted from sanction
Yes,
amounts.
my lord. That is
so
the
what's
case.
he doing with the extra amount that he's accumulating?
He, my lord, that I have not.
No, he must be doing something. Has he employed more teachers?
Yes, my lord.
So from that money, from sanction amount, he's taking out the money and paying other teachers for the
My
school.
lord, he appointed his brother-in-law as a hostess. He never attended the school. That is why I filed a complaint case before the Lokaita for siphoning the amount. And Lokaita,
You've got to look Yokta also.
Yes, my lord. The petitioner. After taking up the cognizance of the matter, Lokaita has pleased to pass the order, my lord, and direction was issued for preliminary inquiry into the matter. So, I'm come before your lordship only for release of the salary.
No, that's well and good, but the thing is, there's a big underlying dispute which you brought before the court.
My lord. My lord, I was supposed
So you have no complaints about him, even though he's principal secretary, he's working as a lawyer.
My lord.
You want your own, that my money should be paid, that's all.
Yes, my lord. I'm suffering from July, my lord.
So now
I'm not
after
able
July,
to
he's
pay.
not given you 1 rupee also.
No, my lord. He refused, my lord. Now he is willing to, now he is requesting my client, my petitioner, please take the amount. So now because already petition is pending, so he is ready to pay the 13,000 now. So my dispute is, I'm not going to receive 13,000.
Let him appear then.
My lord, yes.
But
Respondent number 4 made a party.
Then let counsel for the petitioner issue notice, returnable in 3 weeks. Mr. K.V. Bhattaji learned this. He is present on behalf of the respondents 1, 2, 3 and accepts notice. Notice to issue to respondent number 4, both by said AD and by Dusty. Within 3 days. List this matter after 2 weeks for further orders. Just get instructions also. It is further directed that the Dalan GA obtain instruction from DSEO as to the exact situation and whether the allegations contained in the writ petition as regards the respondent 4 archived.
Highly obliged.
List accordingly.
Item number 8.
Yes, Mr. Abraham.
Your Lordship, this is the second round of litigation, Your Lordship. Your Lordship.
Why second round?
Yesterday, this petition was moved yesterday, but Your Lordship was pleased to dismiss this petition.
Yes, because no relief would have come. How? If you give half big dish, you'll get indigestion. say that, no?
Yes, sir. So here the petitioner in this writ petition is the secretary, general secretary of the Urban Shopping Complex Association, Your Lordship. We are the tenant of the respondent board 3, Your Lordship, in this case. Then in since 2003, we have been in occupation and running a shop, and in year 2005, we have entered into an agreement with the respondent board. Which respondent board 3, Your Lordship.
3 is the
this
Urban
Development Authority, Your Lordship. Then we have been paying the enhanced rate of the rent ranging from the that I have. Then we have been paying the rent at the enhanced rate 7%, 10%. What happened was that in the year 2000, White Impugn Order dated 12/4/2013. That is annexure 4. Annexure 4. That page 28. Yes, Your Lordship. Page 28.
This is dated 23. This is 12 April
2023. Yes, Your Lordship.
See, para 5 is 4 and 5, no? Annexure 4 and 5.
Annexure 4 and 5. We have been agreed.
Allah. Just read a para 5, Mr. Ibrahim.
Para 5, yes.
The Secretary, Meghalaya Urban Affairs Department, Muda, had issued the impugn notification dated 12/4/2003.
And
followed by notification dated 2/5/2022.
Yes, Your Lordship.
How is it? How can it followed by 22?
That I can please take Your Lordship to, and
no, just come to para 5, Mr. Ibrahim.
Para 5, yes.
Just read this para 5. Just read it slowly.
That the Secretary Meghalaya Urban Development Authority had issued the impugn notification dated 12/4/2023, followed by another notification dated 2/5/2022. Sorry, Your Lordship. So sorry. It should be 23, Your Lordship. Annexure, that's annexure 5.
I was wondering how, because you're referring to annexure, looking at the paragraph.
I'm so extremely sorry, but it's a typological mistake. Sorry, Your Lordship.
Should be 23?
Yes, 23 years. It should be
okay.
23 years.
So what do you want to show?
Then, if I'm pleased to take your
correct the mistake. Yes.
Page 5. There we have given the details how the rent has been increased. In 2005, we have been paying the 25 per square feet.
What's the difference between these? What does mean newly allotted stall? What's bid section? Bid section means
this bid.
What is you have classified into like old municipal stalls, newly allotted stalls, bid section, and
all municipal stalls.
And
then
what? Okay, all municipal stalls.
Stalls at Cleo Laudus.
What is bids portion? Bids portion means what?
Bid portion.
Bids portion means what is bids portion?
If I'm Lordship, I'll come
bids
to that.
Portion.
Bid section.
1989 to what does it mean? Bid section. What, Mr. Manombri? What does bid section mean?
I do not know.
At least they should clarify what is bid section.
I have to obtain instructions.
It's all right. No, I don't know anything. You have to tell me what it is. What is this bid section? That's all. Yes. Okay, carry on.
Then if that is newly allotted stalls, that is the 2005 we are paying 25 per square feet.
Yes.
Then in 2011 we are paying 26.75 per square feet. That is increased at the rate of 7%. Then 2017 we are paying 29.42 per square feet, increased by 10%. But in 2013 it has increased. 2023 it has increased to 49 per square feet. Is an increase by 66.5%.
From the 2017.
From 2000. So this rate has been increasing from the range it has been increasing at a rate in ranging from 65 to 216, Your Lordship. So this we are not against the enhancement, but this enhancement is too exorbitant, too high. That's what we are agreed.
Okay.
Then
bid section also by 65.92.
Then
all municipal stalls also by 65%.
65.92, Your Lordship. Then if I'm pleased to take Your Lordship to page 6. This 2017. We are paying 41.20 per square feet. Then in 2023, it has increased to 68 per square feet, increased by 65. Then stall at Cleo Yodu Silong. In 2017, we are paying at the rate of 12 per square feet. But in 2023, we are to pay 38 per square feet. That is increased by 216.06. Stall at Pasinitio Marketing Complex, Shillong. That is 2017. We are paying at the rate of 13.17 per square feet.
Yes. So what is your grievance with the quantum of the increase?
Yeah, the quantum, we are not against the enhancement of the rent, but this enhancement is too exorbitant.
What are the average size of stall? Suppose for this new allotted stall, what is the square feet area that you occupy? Suppose just an example, where is lease agreement?
If I'm pleased to take your lordship to, that is page 19. Page 19, Annex 3.
The size of the 296 square feet.
Yeah, 296. That is
okay. 296 will come to. Okay.
And today is the last day for entering the new agreement at the revised rate. So for that, we are just praying that at least we may be given an opportunity to negotiate.
No, but have you represented before them?
We have represented before.
What did they say?
But then it was not taken into consideration.
No, did they give any reply rejecting it, or
they have not? They have no reply anything, neither accepting or rejecting our application, Your Lordship. That is it.
Now, what is your prayer based on? It's just unreasonable increase. That's all.
Yes, Your Lordship.
You know the law underlying increase in rents. You're aware of that, correct?
We are not against the enhancement.
No, you're aware of the general principles underlying increase in rent. You're aware of that, correct?
Yes, but I think this increment.
Suppose you're paying rent of 10 rupees. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then after 5 years, to what limit can they increase? What's the general principle?
Normally, this Urban Land Control Act is like 15%, something like that. If I'm pleased to take your lordship to page 4 of. And what happened when the tenancy agreement was entered? They have not included at what rate the rent will be enhanced. That is, if I'm pleased to take a clause 1 of the tenancy agreement. Clause 1, that is page 20, Your Lordship.
Clause?
Page 20, Your Lordship.
Okay.
Clause 1. At what rate the rent shall be increased is not mentioned. They said, if I'm pleased to take Your Lordship to page 20, that is page 20, clause 1. Second para, Your Lordship. The monthly rent shall be enhanced after completion of 5 years.
Exactly. And what is the normal principle is involved?
Normal principle
after 5
is
years?
like some people, some say that some 10, some say at the most it's 15%.
At the most is?
Normally it's a 15.
That's your submission.
That is my submission, but that is my limited.
Okay, court won't say anything else. Yes.
So
who's appearing for point number 3?
But petition is not maintainable, my lord. These are civil in nature. These matters are civil in nature. Plus, my lord, the petitioner, we have no agreements with the petitioner. This is an association. My lord, we have not received any representation. No representation has been enclosed, my lord. These are rental matters, my lord. This court cannot go into all these issues, my lord. And all the agreements have expired, my lord. They have not come forward to renew also, my lord.
No, whatever it is, I mean, they are a collective. I mean, if there's any increase in rent, I mean, they should have been, been given a chance at least to air their grievances.
We have given.
Of course, yeah, we are within your rights to raise to 50% after 5 years also. That is the general principle. They are not aware of it. I think, Mr. Abraham. But that's the thing. So what that doesn't.
We have according to this agreement, my lord, this agreement expired in February 2022, page 20. February 2022.
No,
Since from then till date, we are having dialogues, my lord. We are having negotiations. We've been calling them for renewal of agreements. They are not coming forward, my lord.
Why not going forward, Mr. Abraham?
You see, for that reason, we have received this. That is the impugned notice.
Where's the representation? Let us see.
It's not here.
It's not here.
Why? Then you've come to the post straight away.
Because time constraint, because we are given the resolution was adopted only on 6th. So then we have to file it on the very next day because of time constraint. We could not file it.
The rates fixed by us is around 60 to 70% of the market rate, below the market rate. Police Bazaar, my lord.
No, forget the market rate. Even you see, look at the 2005, it was 25 rupees. Now, after how many years? 2005 to 2020, you can say nearly 20 years. It's gone up only not even by gone up even not even by double. 25 rupees, 49 rupees for new lotted stalls also. Commercial establishments, the rent can't be so low. I mean, in enhancement and rent, if you go to other places, they go a carpet area, and how much you have to pay. You know, it's like it's not a simple commercial. Your landlord-tenant disputes are different, but then regarding enhancement of commercial areas now, it hasn't been gone by 50%.
We are not.
For 18 years. This is just court just observing. And even in this one, 2017-23, 19 rupees, 20 rupees to 33 rupees. That's only 13 rupees increase for how many periods? For 5 years.
Square feet, when it comes to...
right. Anyway, heard Mr. H. Abraham, the counsel for the years.
May I submit? At best, my lord, we can give them one indulgence, one more indulgence, my lord. They can come and negotiate, my lord, today, tomorrow. This matter can be disposed of, my lord.
Let them go. Mr. Barsa, you have to say. So that is there. Because
what is their status now? Are they contractual tenant or statutory tenant? Let them say, my lord, and my opposition will be basing on that. It is not specified it. This petition doesn't say how many members are there in the association, how many are affected by 216% enhancement, how many are 65% enhancement. Now, my lord,
in fact, I might say, court is going to observe that none of the list of members not given, who are the members is not there.
Well, exactly.
Even the resolution empowering the secretary to come approach a court is not there. Nothing is there.
It is there, Your Lordship.
Totally half-baked petition.
That resolution is page 17, Your Lordship.
That asking you to approach the court?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Okay. Where's the resolution?
That is page 17 annex.
Okay. Anyway, take down yes. Heard Mr. H. Abraham, counsel for the petitioner. You're appearing from whom, Mr. Bhattacharya?
1 and 2.
Mr. Bhattacharya, AG with Mr. H. Karanlang. Is present behalf of sponsor 1 and 2, and Mr. Philan Nombri is present behalf of sponsor number 3. Stop. Next paragraph. The grievance of the petitioner, who is stated to be the Urban Shopping Complex Association, represented by General Secretary, is with regard to the enhancement in rent of commercial properties which are owned and controlled by the respondent number 3, and of which the members of the petition association are said to be under. Stop. Next paragraph. Ms. H. Abraham, counsel for the petitioner. The only submission is that the quantum of increase is exorbitant, which will affect the livelihood of the tenants in this shopping complex, Stop. Further submission is only that the members have been directed to deposit the security deposit, have been asked to deposit the security amount, and for execution of fresh agreement. That's all. By today.
By today, yes, Your Lordship.
By today, that is the 9th of May 2023. Stop. Next paragraph. Mr. B. Bhattacharya, AAG, appearing for the sponsor number 2, has raised objections with regard to the very basis and maintainability of the writ petition by contending that neither the persons affected have been indicated, nor the names of members supplied, and writ interference is sought in a matter which is purely contractual in nature. Stop. Further submits is coupled with the vague some fake statements made in the petition, the same that deserved consideration, slightly dismissed. Yes. Next paragraph. Mr. P. Phenomenon brief for number 3. Apart from endorsing the submissions made by the learned AAG, submits that there was never any representation, correct? That the submissions made by the counsel for the petitioner, that a representation has been filed with regard to the increase, is factually incorrect. Stop. However, he submits, in the interest of justice, the petition association may perhaps be allowed a chance to represent before the respondent number 3 for the consideration. Next paragraph. I've heard that counsels for the parties, a bare perusal of the writ petition reveals a bare petition does not really reflect or support the points in issue, in as much as none of the members are named. Stop. Neither the people affected, size of holdings, and further, in a matter which is a landlord, it's a matter is a contractual, within the realm of a contractual dispute. Stop. Furthermore, it is noted that the agreement, sample agreement which has been annexed, has also since expired. Stop. The fact that no representation has been preferred also cannot be ignored, which also cannot be ignored. Stop. Next part. However, as conceded by the counsel for number 3, in terms of justice, the petition association, along with the full details and the impact of such enhancement will have upon each and every individual, shall be filed in a form of representation before the respondent number 3 within a period of 3 days from today, which shall then be considered and disposed of within a week thereafter.
Till then, that
matter stands disposed of. Yes.
Till then, that impugned order dated
till then,
14
it's
April
not
and that
necessary.
12
It's understood that
may not begin.
Understood that till the representation is disposed of, the respondent number 3 shall not take any further action. Yes.
Item number 9.
It is a matter related with the shrine of Mandargan, my lord.
You are appealing for a shrine?
So the DC,
not for the shrine.
DC had granted permission, but which was stayed by the assistant deputy commissioner.
For the plaintiff before the trial court. So I don't have the Kalta Malos would have been instructed.
See, Mr. Sen, I mean, can this be permissible? Can this kind of petition be permissible for the trial court?
What I understand, Malos, this was an application under 151 filed by the plaintiff. And on that basis, the court had disposed of the matter.
Why we adjourned this matter today was to enable the court just to go through the papers.
Lordship.
Now they've been holding consistently this Dargah Mela for this respondent for how many
15 years?
I'm also instructed on this
years.
matter, Malos, on the basis of an order which was set aside by this honorable court.
That is dead and gone 2004.
Lordship.
There's a lot of water under the bridge. After
Correct,
that, it has been re-examined. You can't take shelter of 2004 order.
No, I understand.
That's different. That's not a different circumstance altogether.
Lordship.
Even the very control of a shrine is disputed.
Lordship.
Why can't the Mela be held?
I'm not aware, Malos.
It's a question of you being
I can come
dispossessed.
back on this tomorrow, if Lordships permit. If they supply me a copy, I can come back on this
No, my
tomorrow.
lord, otherwise
Order has gone.
delays.
I mean, with you supply a copy, we'll dispose of tomorrow.
Lordship.
Mr. S.N., Leonard Counsel, has entered appearance in behalf of the respondent, but expresses his handicap today, as he's not been served a copy of the written application. Petitioner to serve a copy to the council within the course of the day. This is matter tomorrow.
Highly pledged.
Main list
We
item
just
number
examine
3.
it. It's lordship.
Main list item number 3.
Please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, this matter we will not file agenda, Your Lordship.
Not fine.
Yes, Your Lordship. Let it be put for hearing.
Mr. D. Nyota submits that no agenda will be forthcoming from the petitioner. Accordingly, this is matter for hearing. It's urgent.
No, Your Lordship.
The usual courses.
4.
Corrected defects.
My lord, my juniors had gone with the corrected petition.
But you didn't make a correction.
After notarized, but the registry said since there is no specific order that you will have to file a corrected petition,
no,
please give it in the court.
You're supposed to correct.
So they returned it to me.
No. See, correction of typographical defects in the petition and the correction application doesn't mean that you go and file a fresh one. Correction that means you just make correction as per orders also.
To be made 3 in the petition. That's what the registry didn't
There's small
make this
correction,
clear
correct?
to my juniors actually.
No, we can't take that, Mr. Bora. Yes. You have to correct it here.
Yes, that's what the registry didn't make them understand. My juniors didn't understand it.
It's not that your juniors didn't understand that. See, corrected. Just read the order. Mr. P.Q. Bora, counsel for the petitioner, prays for and is allowed to correct the typographical defects which have occurred in the condition application. So what does that mean? That means you go to registry, you ask for the petition.
Corrections, my lord.
You tell your juniors, as per orders
That's
also.
what I had
This
said.
order
And
then
application was right. Corrected petition as per the.
No. Then you would draw it and file a fresh one. You're going to file a corrected petition?
I'll correct it today. I have already corrected in the file, made a corrected petition also. That may be taken into.
Let's not
only
get
one
caught in the vicious cycle of correction.
Number corrected.
Yes. Mr. P.Q. Bora submits that due to inadvertence,
This one?
No, don't give to the court. Due to inadvertence, the corrections could not be effected in the proper manner.
I'm giving to the.
In the proper manner directed by the court, he pays 1 week's further time to correct the typographical defects.
5.
Corrected in the court copy, not.
Yes.
He has to go to the registry and have it.
5.
Your Lordship, I'm praying for further 2 weeks' time to file the affidavit.
1 to 4. What about any other respondent?
My lord, yes, my lord. Private respondent.
You served them?
Already served, my lord. Status report is waited, my lord.
Already served, already served.
We have taken these steps, my lord, but status report is waited.
Mr. S.K. Hassan submits that service report and respondent 4 and 5. 4 and 5 or 5?
My lord, 5, my lord, 5.
5 still awaited. Stop. Nekpa MS Rumthau. S. Rumthau by the praise for
2 weeks' time.
Praise for further 2 weeks time to file affidavit. And this is matter of 2 weeks for service reports number 5 and for affidavit by respondents numbers
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Hello.
6.
Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, I'm appearing for respondent number 4, 5,
Rejoinder.
6. May I please, Your Lordship? We need some more time to file rejoinder.
How many times you've asked?
This is second time.
Second time?
Yes, Lordship.
Okay. So those praise for and allowed further 2 weeks time to file rejoinder.
7.
Lord, we had filed a miscase, my lord, for implement of my lord, Chief Engineer, National Highway, PWD, my lord.
PWD? Oh, where's the...
Miscase 34, my lord.
So 1 second, it's just coming. Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, not Chief Engineer Roads.
No, my lord, because kindly have the work order, my lord.
Does that
Kindly
appear?
have the work order, my lord, at page page 10 of my
That is
of my petition, my lord.
central funded project.
Page 10, my lord. This is the final work order dated 24/7/2008, my lord.
Yes.
Handwritten. Now the executant of this, the
New contractor Upandanath Saha tender. Okay.
the chief engineer, National Highway, PWD, Meghalaya, my lord.
It's the signatory below.
Yes, my lord. So, my
Okay.
lord, work order was issued by him. The bills have been submitted to him, my lord. Now, whether it's a central scheme or not a central scheme, that is not my concern, my lord. It is for them to arrange for the amounts, my lord. So, I am only seeking for implement of chief engineer, National Highway,
Yeah, Mr. Shulai. But is he already party, Mr.
May this is your lordship. Lordship, in fact, what happened, your lordship, it is a centrally funded project, your lordship. What happened, your lordship, as per the instruction, your lordship, the Ministry of road and road transport of highway is very much a necessary party, your lordship, because what happened, your lordship, so far the executive engineer concerned, your lordship, in fact he has written to the regional officer Guwahati, your lordship, requesting him how much money has been paid by the ministry to the contractor, your lordship.
This letter, my lord, has not been marked to me, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Nombri said the only thing that he's not maybe not a proper party, but he's a necessary party.
This is internal communication.
He's not a proper party, but
Yes,
he's a
my
necessary
lord.
party. Yes.
If this letter was marked to me, my lord, it's a different question altogether.
You kindly furnish a copy.
This, your lordship, what happened? Instruction has been.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Be it as it may. Yes, Mr. Puran Mangdi, Learned Council petitioner, submits that the fact that the funds are routed from the funds are released
Ministry
from
of Road Transport and Highway, your lordship.
Ministry of Highway was never revealed, and as such was not arrayed as a respondent party at that relevant point of time. Accordingly, he is permitted to implead the said necessary respondent in the petition.
Then that miscase will have to.
This miscase will go, and then that's the main case. Now miscase will be allowed this one also.
It is already there. He's already.
No, he's chief engineer roads. Now
Roads,
he said last
National
time.
Highway.
Now chief engineer highway. Chief engineer national highway. Yes. Mantaka miscase here, but miscase 34. Huh? This is an application for impleading the chief engineer national highway bracket NH. And chief engineer national highway bracket NH public works department roads Meghalaya. That's point number 4. Start. Seen the business application for implement. Same is allowed. The newly implemented the chief engineer NH shall be implemented shall be arrayed as
Respondent number 4, your lordship.
in the minute petition registry to make the necessary correction. This case disposed of. So you just do the correction.
Yes, I will. Deeply obliged.
Apply, your lordship.
8.
Just 1 second. I'll come back.
still wait.
What happened to Bolero? You got it?
The Bolero has been seized by the IO. It is in the police station, Sadar Police Station, Shillong. And the owner, Hitesh Brahma, his statement had been taken and he was sent because he had appeared himself. And now I need to change, substitute respondent 12. I had written one Tafazul Hussain as the owner. And now it is Hitesh Brahma.
Now that means your case is over.
Over, Lordship. Now the regular trial will take place.
Yes.
And
you can apply for.
Yes,
I don't think you'll be entitled to Zimma, but even
no,
then.
yes.
You can close it, Mr. Bora.
Over 457.
Yes. We'll close it. Your only grievance for this court was that you had been cheated, and so at least you secured the whatever.
There's something more to it. It's not only this Bolero. I was. My lord, may
It will be the trial court who will.
Now you espousing the cause of other people who've been cheated.
I'm not talking about my thing. I'm talking
And if
about
also
cyber
include
crimes
also under
in
190,
general.
While taking the cognizance, additional accused can be.
The thing is that the stolen article has been recovered, but the thief has not been punished yet.
How you will be punished?
That is the thing.
It will be the outcome of the trial.
How will the thief be punished until he's been given due process?
Just to pursue.
Punish him first and do trial. Doesn't work that way. Just because the Bolero has been recovered.
The writ petition came because the social media like Facebook has been given the opportunity to allow such criminals into the
Mr.
media.
Bora, I'll tell you something. In fact, I've seen my own eyes. It comes, even in this other, same thing like you're saying. Hardly use vehicle for sale. Army owner, same thing. Contact this number. And you see a nice vehicle.
My aim was to stop
Wagon
that
R,
kind of
new
thing
Wagon
in
R,
the social
or
media.
new, some Brezza or something. Only 1,30,000. Naturally, how can you stop that? Can you stop this kind of thing? It's up to people to be aware. Can you stop those things being put on Instagram, being put on eBay, being put in? Can you stop it?
Well, in that case, my lord, the vehicle may be ordered to be handed over to me.
No, we can't order that. That has to go by
the trial court.
You have to go by.
You file it will go by normal procedure. But the thing is that you can't stop this thing. How do you stop? Anyone can put up anything now. In fact, I'm working on a certain point with judges and media. On a certain paper I'm doing my own accord. So just looking at cases where, how, especially at the trial court level, with the courts of first instance, see how they're affected by media also. So when you talk to the judges also, you see, so that is a kind of media effect. So even now you have media trial. Media is very good sometimes, but media trial sometimes it already, influences the mind of some person. Look at the thief has been caught. What happened? People were put behind bars for no reason. So that is the power of media and this information. That this is the excellent information we have. You've been a victim to it. You came across a nice advertisement, Bolero for sale only that much. You paid. You're lucky you're an advocate. You came to court and orders were passed by the High Court. Then that these people took action and seized the vehicle from wherever it was. Any other person, suppose on the street, what will you do?
Right.
So that's the thing.
I'll withdraw it.
And we can't.
It may be closed here.
Yes, Mr. P. Bora submit, which is not disputed by Mr. Thapa, that law will take its own course in as much as this item in question, that the Bolero has since been seized and is in the custody of the Sadar PS. Yes. Matter stands closed. What can you do? This media thing it's finishing with everybody.
9.
Who's appearing for the service report? Even for the election commission, no one's appearing. She's a little officer.
Yeah, you need to receive notice from this order of court. That is the instruction we receive.
Yes.
We have already taken steps for respondent number
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3 already.
Well, we got the instruction from the ECI that they are yet to receive the notice from this honorable court. So officially we cannot represent yet for today.
Your Honor,
Let me pick up after 1 or 2 weeks.
See,
Hopefully we will receive.
the thing is that you're standing counsels.
Yes.
Then the standing counsels mean they will be authorized to accept notice on. So you can take, I will not say, you know what you have to do.
Yes,
if
right.
standing counsels
Yes,
say, how do we
right.
give it to?
Right.
Yes.
Your
Respond number 3, office note indicates that respond number 3. This is from which constituency?
Mahendraganj, Your Lordship. if I'm not
Office note indicates that the service on respondent number 3 is not yet complete, as ED cards have been received. Stop. Yeah, Mr. Joshi.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Mr. Joshi, what will you do? You'll take fresh steps, or this is an election matter?
Your Lordship, I'll take fresh steps only then.
Can you take fresh steps by dusty service?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, Mr. A. Joshi.
We receive a notification from ECI that we are authorized to receive the notices also.
Yes.
Then in that
No,
case,
this is for respondent number 3.
Oh, 3. Private respondent.
It's not you. What was I saying? Submits that appraise that he will be allowed to take fresh steps by dusty service on respondent number 3. Praise allowed. Stop. He's also steps on the respondent will also be taken. No, that's step number 3. Just after 2 weeks.
Oblige.
That one, that's up to you. You serve.
Then
Yeah.
This is my lord, the check station case, Your Lordships. My lord, if I can briefly, my lord, they have not yet filed their appeal. My lord, otherwise there is a great sense of urgency. In the first round of litigation, my lord has held my tender paper is correct, and the appointment of the private respondent was bad. That was set aside and sent it back for reconsiderations. So after reconsideration, they have made the settlement in my favor. There was a concluded contract. My lord, concluded contract, always the court can influence. So Lordship appreciated those facts. And initial stage, my lord, at the time of motion, my lord has granted me some protection that no fresh tender in the meantime will be floated. Now, in spite of that, what happened, my lord, now it has come to my knowledge, they have shifted the place. So long they were running it departmentally from Mukindur to a place called Claytirsi. This is only with the intention to frustrate the entire process. Secondly, now, my lord, it has been reported.
Now you mean to say, Mr. Sen, in that Mukundur there is no much again?
From Mukundur, now they have shifted to Claytirsi, 5 kilometers away from Mukundur.
In that place where in contention that is out of.
No, I don't know what is this. That's why I am expecting an affidavit immediately. And secondly, my lord, it has been reported in the newspaper that is not being run departmentally. It has been given to a private person without anything. He is just playing with the court, my lord.
You've shifted the game to different stadium.
That is what has been reported. So I expected an affidavit. I expected an affidavit.
No, that is to frustrate the entire process.
Exactly, my lord. And my lord, off the record, if I can submit, there is one person, one family, my lord, they want to control entire thing in Garo Hills, Jayantia Hills, Your Lordship. They are virtually, this district council is under their dictate, Your Lordship. But they cannot flout the law like this. This is something very serious, my lord. Let them file it immediately.
What you mean to say is that,
Lordship,
now the whole dispute was that 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 you don't have the proper facilities in Mukundur, right?
Right.
And so they said, okay, fine, give next person. Came for this court, said no, that was set aside. Correct? The settlement with other person. Then ran departmentally. Then you said he settled it with you after that.
They have settled it with me. Now, my lord, they have settled, my lord. I was expecting that I would start. In the meantime, what happened? Somebody served a legal notice. Then on the basis of legal notice, without giving me any opportunity, that has been cancelled. That was a concluded contract. It could not have been cancelled without giving me an opportunity.
Okay, fine.
So my lord has granted me.
That was, yes. Okay, fine. Contract. Then what they've done, you mean to say they have...
they were so long running departmentally for Mukundur.
They have stopped that whole, in Mukundur stopped the whole thing and
gone to Claytirsi. So this is only with the courts. My lordship will not allow them to play with the courts, my lord. Let them file immediately. This is something very serious, my lord. They cannot, my lord, play with.
I'll have instruction, because
what has been submitted. File an affidavit, my lord. I can give it.
But is it correct? This is the first time you mentioned it, Mr.
No, before also, my lord. But again, I am saying now it has come to our knowledge reported in the
At
newspaper,
last time
is
we
being run by private party.
Didn't understand in the right way.
Lordship,
I thought you said that they have opened another one apart
No,
from this one.
shifted from the Lordship. This is what I say.
Last
I
time you
wanted
said-
to put it in
No,
writing.
you said that. I thought that they put one is here, one is there.
No, that would not have affected me, Your Lordship. Now, what they want to frustrate another purpose, and this has been given to a private person. That's what I am saying, my Lord.
These facts, if you can bring on record by
Well,
one.
let him file an affidavit, my Lord. I can do it, no problem.
Because then
You do it,
again,
Mr.
I'll file
Sir.
a response to that.
But why you should not file an affidavit? Why you feeling shy to file an affidavit?
No, you take down. Mr. SN today has raised certain issues with regard to the subject matter in dispute. He submits that it appears that the respondents, to frustrate a concluded contract, have shifted the location of the check gate or check station to
from Mukindur to Kletirsi.
From Mukundur to Kletirsi, and that further, that check station has been settled with a private entity. If the suppositions are correct, this court takes serious view of the matter. Stop next paragraph. Dr. N. Mozika, appearing for the respondents, is directed to obtain instructions and file affidavit within 1 week from today.
10 days.
Okay, 10 days to be specific. It's 10 days.
And my Lord, my Lord, this is in spite of an interim order, not to float any tender, whatever it is.
No,
Earlier that interim order continues. My Lord has given some interim order. I don't know whether it will serve the purpose. Since it is there, let it continue. Not to float any.
Please understand, last time I remember, I thought that this is existing.
I
The
would not have
department did open another one in another place.
Sorry, my Lord, I could not have conveyed properly, perhaps, Your Lordship. That's why, my Lord, my anxiety is this. Now, entire thing they want to frustrate.
They have stopped us totally in one area.
Yes, Your Lordship. And so long, my Lord, this proceeding, they never hinted once also they want to shift. And that interim order to continue, my Lord, earlier.
Interim order, any shall continue.
Second call. Supplementary list, item number 6.
Nectar matter, Dr. Mozika.
Fourth one.
The fourth one?
This is the fourth case. Three matters are pending.
But he's already been reverted to the other post.
My Lord, I have been reverted, my Lord.
Because in other cases, were pure case of out from service, my Lord. He is already there. So interim order is not required in this case, my Lord.
Notice?
I'll have notice on. I'll file now.
Yes, heard Mr. Chanda issue notice from Dr. N. Muzika, accept notice in behalf of all the respondents.
All the
respondents, no further notice called for. Just after 3 weeks for affidavit.
Hello.
Hearing, item 12.
Yes, for the affidavit, also.
My Lord, here my service record has been brought on record by way of affidavit. This matter was heard at length, so necessary order may be passed.
Where's the affidavit?
It was filed by
Managing
managing committee. They were directed to bring on record my service record.
Where you've served them copy? You've got copy? Yeah, because orders will affect them because it's extraordinary case. It's not a normal case.
I understand also, but however, the annexes, whatever has been brought on record also, it all supports my case.
Was filed yesterday only. An affidavit has been filed by the respondent number 5. Bring on record the service, bring on record the, what is this? I will find some, sir, with regard to this service of the petitioner. Stop. Mr. Kivu Raji, who submits that for learned GA who submits that they just been received the same pray that the matter will take 1 week to obtain instructions. We'll finish it off. It's been long enough. Yeah.
14.
Here, just one more. See that? Oh, okay.
Now it is okay.
None appears for the petition just after 3 weeks.
15.
This is, my lord, continuation.
What happened last time?
My lord, on the last date, I was seeking for reinstatement because we wrongly terminated from certain.
No, not reinstatement. I was asking you to assist the court and what principle can, that extra period of 7 months that has been served,
Yes.
which is, sort of evidence by the head of the department, just be regularized. What's the term used? Because he served probation 2 years, correct?
After formal joining, my lord, he served 2 years after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what nomenclature will you give to the 7 months he served? We can't say honorarium also. Can you call honorarium?
But our case is that he has never served, my lord. Without joining a post, my lord.
That you say what the court perceives different. Anyway, yes. So that's why the court seeing for a term. What's that term? Mr. Yuban, you're supposed to come with a term. That's what the hearing stopped on that day. So how do you raise this post of 7 months?
Yes.
And you said you'll assist the court and come up with that correct term of what it should be.
My lord, yes.
You forgot because you went some other case.
My let it come. I'll just go through my.
That's only stop there. I said yes. Okay, fine, granted.
Yes.
Because that integrity polls on no basis at all, as found out by the General Counsel. So for that,
my lord, the respondent who issued that letter, my lord, that he had joined, let him pay the salary, my lord, for 7 months.
Who? Respondent.
From whom you took the certificate that you joined?
Oh, that is.
No. That we can't get personal like that, Dr. Mojka.
My lord, as an institution, our case is that he has never joined, my lord.
It doesn't matter. Perception is different. You can go and appeal.
My lord, but are they not admitting?
No. See,
the
we're not in the middle.
Yes.
I just you get some term. It's not like supernumerary, something like that.
My lord,
on the last date, that is what they stopped there.
Yes, my lord. My lord, give me 2 days, my lord. I'll just.
We'll give you 2 days. You come with a term. We also, Dr. Malik.
My lord.
If there's such term, how to.
My lord.
Maybe be news for service jurisprudence.
My lord.
Yes. I request Mr. P. Uben to do further research. Just a matter for 2 days.
2 days, my lord. All right.
16.
Yes. Where's Mr. Sahai?
My lord, on the last occasion when this matter was taken up, a submission was made that we will be making the correction, my lord, regarding the affirmation as raised by the senior counsel, my lord. My lord, I required some time, my lord. I wasn't aware of this order, so I have started the work. I require 1-2 days time to do the needful.
Only one thing I want to alert the councils also.
My lord, yes.
Now there are many affidavits which have been filed accepted by registry.
My lord, yes.
Even the paragraphs are not filled.
Yes, my lord.
And when myself had gone through some petitions, I mean, I don't want to point names, but especially from the government councils who file affidavits. The paragraphs have not been numbered. What is knowledge? What is information? What is record?
My lord.
It's not, and the registry passes. I've told them.
My lord. I will be doing the necessary correction in the affidavit, my lord.
That is one thing which is, that's not a proper affidavit. So many of them. The paragraphs are just not mentioned. And there's some government council in the panel which are they're notorious for that. I'll not name them, but they just be aware.
We'll be careful, my lord, from next time.
Fill in the paragraphs. An affidavit is a very sacrosanct document.
I'm aware of that.
Because what paragraph is a record, what's your knowledge, what's information is very important. MS only submits to inadvertence. The defects will be corrected. He prays a lot 1 week's further time to correct the defects.
Lordship, we may be allowed to file a reply after
It's a matter of the affirmation portion, my lord, the affidavit they have.
MS Karanang prays for it's permitted to file reply if necessary.
Highly obliged.
17.
This matter, in fact, Lordship has heard the matter earlier occasion.
I don't remember anything, Mr. When was it heard?
My lord, 3, maybe 2 months past.
Yes. Anyway,
we will start.
Yes.
Permits. Connected matters are there, my lord. This is the PPC number 172.
Oh, yes, I remember.
97. Yes.
One thing, yes, we were on subsisting rights of the petitioner to the school. Your case that the school handed over to him.
My lord,
so he taught in a school, he retired.
My lord.
So what is subsisting rights?
Now, my lord, after the school handed over to me, my case is I'm the sponsoring body. I incur all the expenses of the schools, apart from the grant it received from the government. Extra expenses, even including construction of the school building. The petitioner has spent everything. So after my retirement also, I'm still the sponsoring body of the managing.
Alone sponsoring body?
Yes, sole sponsoring
alone.
body.
You're alone sponsoring body. Is it permissible to have one person sponsoring body?
My lord, because the investment is done by him alone. None of the, my lord, the investment is made by the village authorities. Earlier, school was formed by the village from the contribution of all the villagers, contributed 1 rupee each in 1970s. But
you 1 rupee each?
1 rupee each also from the household.
For the school?
For the school, during formative stage.
Yeah.
Yes. And they were unable to contribute this also. So therefore, they handed over to me from 1982. I continue to run it. Number of headmen occupy the chair of the local institutions. No one raised objections. They always cooperate with me. They sought my permission for village gathering in the school premises. Continue. Only the private respondent who became the headman, and he has his own school received from the government in 2017. And he ran the school and he failed it. Now the school construction built by the government, now he's using as his personal residence. Subsequently now, a attempt has been made by him to take over the management of this very school. Right? Lower primary school and upper primary school. That is the crux of the matter. And the managing committee was dissolved.
So one thing is that one thing is that if we accept the facts as submitted by you, is that there was a school.
Yes.
Started by the village.
Yes.
By contributing 1 rupee each on every household. The school failed. It could not run.
They could not.
So the petitioner came into the picture, and the school was handed over to him.
Yes.
We handed to him with the assets and everything.
Yes, everything.
Without payment.
Without payment.
Then he ran the school for how many years?
Yeah, he ran the school nearly 40 years now.
For 40 years.
40 years.
And all along that time, he was a sole sponsoring body.
Yes.
That means he appointed the teacher, he paid the teacher, everything he did himself.
Earlier, district council used to look after.
Okay.
Thereafter, district council taking over a law, 1993.
Then he was the recipient of the entire grant in aid. So he took that money alone and he paid the teachers.
Managing committee is always there.
Oh no, managing committee of course. But sponsoring body means if he's responsible alone, he constitutes managing committee himself.
No, with the parents representatives, guardian representatives.
No, of course. I mean, sponsoring body, Mr. Chandeso, you are submitting that sponsoring body, he became the sole sponsoring body. Is that correct?
Yes.
No one else could interfere with him.
No one contributes.
Can one person become sponsoring body?
My lord, with due respect, my lord, it can. My lord, it depends on the nature.
Have there been any instances where one person is a sponsoring body?
My lord, some instances
because usually sponsoring body is constituted by maybe even the village, the residents of the village, and they among themselves elect who will be the secretary, who will be the representative, so on, so on and so forth.
Right. Village can be a sponsoring body.
Yes.
For example, the religious body like missionaries.
Of course, that is different. They have their own.
Or society.
Religious bodies, they have their own. They have their own education policy. Yes.
But there is no prohibition that a single citizen cannot become a sponsoring body of.
Very interesting.
So literally in this case, throughout, he is a sole sponsoring body. There are two posts under grant in it. Government used to give. So the managing committee received it and dispersed the salary to the teachers throughout. And he happened to be one of the teachers. And apart from that, my lord, there are other helpers, are there, other expenses, co-curricular activities, curriculum, uniform expenses. Whenever students are unable to, or parents are unable to provide this, he used to come out and he used to sponsor this also in the entire village. Therefore, there is no dispute. Number of headmen came, no one disputes. Only this person, when he fell in his own school under the state government, now he took over.
No, see, what the school trying to understand is, now suppose you succeed, how can we maintain your status as a single person sponsoring body? Now the other point is that you have retired also. That means, what is it? Take it to your personal school. You own the school.
My lord, the
sponsoring body, strictly after 60 Memorial School.
My lord, after his retirement, by virtue of his being sponsoring body, if the others, teachers representative or the guardians or the students representative desire to elect me as one of the member in the committee, I can be. If they don't want, I cannot claim that this is my school. I'm sponsoring body. I must be remain there. Then I have don't have that single prerogative rights. I don't.
No, come again. What are we submitting just now?
Now, after retirement, my lord, he is no longer in the school. Now he is standing as only a sponsoring body. Therefore, if he wants to become a member of the managing committee, new managing committee, it is subject to be elected by the representative of the students.
That makes no sense. Sponsoring body makes the managing committee. So he is a person who makes the managing committee. When he can jolly well make himself the president. What stops him? If your argument is correct that he is a single sponsoring body, there's no law that that doesn't allow it, then that's his prerogative. He is the emperor. He can appoint anybody, like that.
But yes, formation of this managing committee always subject to the meeting called by the managing.
If you are the sole sponsoring body, what meeting will you call? You can even lie down in bed and constitute a managing committee by yourself and note down.
If I recollect the instructions of the government, formation of the managing committee should be done along with the teachers' representatives, should be there, the guardians, the students' representatives.
Understood, but you're a sponsoring body, you say?
Yes, I'm sponsoring body. I'm sponsoring body. Therefore, I am eligible to remain part of the managing committee. Now they don't want me to remain there. So if I'm removed, that is the attempt made by the private respondents, headman and secretary, they took over. So long as I'm out of the picture, they will continue to run it. That is the attempt made by them. And after 40 years, they raised this objection. And in his affidavit filed by the headman, he said that when in 1982, when the school was handed over, I was the executive committee of the Darbar. That is the claim made before the education officer during inquiry. Now we verified the record. When the school was handed over to me in 1982, he was a Class B student.
He was a?
Class B.
Class B?
Class B. During those days, Class B system was a Class B. He was at that age. But he influenced the inquiry committee, who came suddenly in the school premises after visiting the headman's residence, came and asked the principal.
Okay, let's see your pleadings.
See the record, man. May I just refresh your lord's memories? May we just come to, my lord, the annexure, page number 20. This is the first annexure we made.
This item number?
Item number is 173. Wait, my lord.
Okay.
Item 17, my lord. WBC
No,
number
which one's connected with this one?
This connect.
This is item 17?
Yes.
Connected with?
Yes.
Who's up in 22? Okay.
In 21, my
this is all filed by you only?
Yes. One is filed by managing committee.
No, this is strictly filed 172.
Yes.
Later on managing committee.
Managing committee, later on. Yes. Second one.
In item number 22, there are two petitioners. Strictly Assembly is the second petitioner.
Okay.
First petitioner is the Mauropat school, in the name of the school. The second one is
And what authority and you filed the second one?
My lord, first is filed by strictly assembly.
Okay.
And second one is filed by managing committee.
172 by strictly assembly.
Strictly assembly, yes. For lower primary school. This is for lower primary school.
Okay.
And second petition is upper primary school, filed by the managing committee. Where strictly is also there.
he is also a petitioner.
Your petitioner there also?
My lord.
By MC and strictly Simle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No, I remember you said two matters of upper
primary.
Okay. Okay.
My lord, in the first writ petition, page number 20, annexure 1.
Page 20.
My lord.
Yes.
My lord, may I read second paragraph? The headman of village Maurapat would like to verify that all the people agreed right from the year such and such to hand over fully and wholly to you, strictly Simle, Maurapat, because we the people cannot support anymore with the LP school, Maurapat. Whether losing or getting, we will not take any responsibility, but instead this school should always remain in the village. That is the matter. Absolutely handed over to me. Either I lose or the profit will be there, it is my responsibility. But the desire of the village is that school should be remain in the village. This is 1990. And second,
1980.
1980, I'm sorry. 1980. Now, annexure 2, page number 23. The school needs for, my lord, the construction of the school building. Therefore, the property was purchased from Thilis Shangtir, my lord. Thilis Shangtir is the wife of the strictly Simle, but the property is standing in her name. Therefore, there was a managing committee at that point of time also. Therefore, managing committee has purchased the plot from her for school construction. Thereafter, Lordship is page number 25.
So 1 second. 1985. Property bought. So he bought by the school.
Yes, bought by the school, but initially, my lord, the expenses is solely responsible by him. Now,
where does it say?
Madam, page number 23 is a local sale deed.
Yes, no, where is it that is paid by him?
My lord, it is not specifically mentioned, but at that point of the school managing committee don't have any money, but
okay.
we sponsor. But anyway, that is the condition. And page number 25, my lord, annexure 3. This was the letter given to strictly Simle by the local headman for using the school premises for public meeting. And page number 27, this is 2005. This is also, my lord, the school, there was some inquiry, complaint or inquiry made by the NGOs about the condition of the school. So the deputy inspector of school asked the school managing committee to clarify. This is the letter 2005. And
where are the grants and aid, where are the utilization certificates, where are those? That's there?
It is there.
Okay.
I'll come to that point. Now, thereafter, page number 29, managing committee has given a detailed reply about the status of the school. Yes. This is a managing committee. In the last paragraph, if we say, madam.
1 second. Oh, he was himself, he wrote that.
Yes. Secretary. The last paragraph is saying, in the year 1980, the headman and the people of the village Maurapat have handed over to me to be the rightful person who will take over the school, and therefore it becomes my private school. I have run and took charge of this school till date, and also managing my own sweat in paying salary to the teachers by myself. No one till date has ever interfered with this.
So, Mr. Chan, when did it start getting aid from the government?
My lord, that would be, my lord, after, my lord, that specific instruction, my lord.
Okay, no, carry on.
I will take instruction and clarify that point, my lord. And thereafter, my lord, after clarification was given, then my lord, page number 31. This is another letter issued by the Maurapat, and regarding Maurapat. And after receiving my clarification, the DI has served the letter, my explanation to the FKGP. And thereafter, my lord, page number 33, the village headman also asked me to allow the school premises for public, for village purposes.
No, there's no doubt that you're running a school. Yes. The fact handed over to you, that also I don't think is disputed.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. Carry on.
My lord. This continued, And page number 35, well, this is a formation of managing committee at that time. It was formed and approved by the STACO managing committee, and strictly simply serial number 2, he was elected as secretary. And this was a 3 years term. And thereafter, may I take your lordship attention to page number 37. There from 2019, private respondent number 7 started interfering with the school. That time
one second, you see, now let's come back to page 35.
35.
Yes.
Yes. This is the approval given by the STSO for the managing committee for 3 years.
Now that means that, what we understand is that he might be sponsoring body, but when the managing committees were constituted, so this managing committee itself constituted the own managing committee for the fresh managing committee.
But after this approval, there was another election.
No. Please try to understand. It's like this. Now, in every school there's a sponsoring body, correct? The sponsoring body sits which gives villagers, teachers, or whatever. I mean, whoever are stakeholders in that school, they constitute the sponsoring body. They will nominate the managing committee, correct? And that reconstitution is sent for approval.
Yes.
When that's approved, then for 3 years it continues as a managing committee. When the time comes for fresh managing committee, usually it goes back to the sponsoring body. Is that not the case? But in this case, there's no time to show that the sponsoring body ever had any say in the constituent managing committee, as per your papers.
Now, what happened, if I recollect the instruction from the government, when the term of the managing committee is expired, the outgoing managing committee is allowed to call for the meeting to elect or to nominate the new managing committee.
But it has to call for public also.
Yes, and sometimes Lordship is correct. Sponsoring body call for the meeting and select.
Yes.
And select. Therefore, there is no harsh rule that only the sponsoring body can summon the meeting and nominate.
No, it's not sponsoring. Sponsoring body means the sponsors of the school.
Yes.
They will, it'll be a bigger body. Suppose like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of you sitting in front is the managing committee, right? Now your terms expired. Now when it's time to constitute the managing committee, then all these people sit in the room, they'll be the sponsoring body. Then they'll sit down whether Mr. Chandrasekhar is going to as president, Mr. Abraham is going to secretary, then they'll say, okay, fine. Then that list is sent for approval.
That happened exactly. That exactly happened sometime.
Then you say sponsoring body is one man. Suppose sponsoring body is you only. Right? Like you say in this case, I'm the sole sponsoring body. The school is handed over to me to run, manage. So I own the school in all respects.
No. That is one lordship. That is one of the instances.
What is the point here? I'll tell you why, Mr. Ray. So the thing that maybe we have to decide is that handing over the school to you, whether it's only for that management at that point of time, because they could not manage the finance, or whether it's handing over lock, stock and barrel and all assets to you.
That's
the only thing. And if that comes, that means you'll have to go to civil court to see whether at that point of time these villagers had handed over the school to you and they said, we have wash our hands, you do whatever you want. But if the school was initially set up by the villagers, they handed it over to you for the purposes of, like managing and running the school. Right? And then whether you can be said to be the sole sponsoring body, because they are the original, like the original creators of the school. Notwithstanding the fact that they could not run it anymore.
Yes. Now,
so what is the position of you vis-a-vis the village?
My claim is that, my lord, the entire running of the school
was given to you.
Expenses was given to you.
Right. No dispute. Exactly. No dispute about that.
And village
but just to determine this relationship between the village. So whether where we get next point is whether the village would have any right, like you say, to interfere later on when the school you've given it to me. That's your case.
Right.
Yeah.
My humble submission is that village has no power to interfere. Once they have given entire
management to you.
Management to me. And throughout 30, 40 years, there is no interference. There is no contribution from the village authority. That indicates the school is no longer in the hands of the village. Or other words, village is no longer the sponsoring body of the school.
Okay.
Of the school. Now only 2000, page number 35.
Yes.
The formation of managing committee was there for 3 years. STSU approved. And later on, my lord, 2019, page 37. At this point, may I point out, my lord, the private respondent also had his own school.
Page number?
Page number 37, Annexure 10. Now, he ran his own school from 2007, received from the government, 10 students enrolled, and his school was failed. Therefore, he started residing in the school. I'll show the picture of the school, that school also. Coming to know that he is unable to run. Now, he reclaimed the past history that this school was formed by the the village authorities. Therefore, we are very much interested in the administration of the school. So he wrote this letter, and he started interfering.
Where's the original Khasi? This one.
My lord, page number 38. Well, my translation may not be that, my lord.
No, it's
good,
all
but
right.
lordship is,
No problem.
Page 38.
He wanted to stop the appointment of school in your school.
Yes. He wanted to stop the appointment of the teachers.
In your school?
In my school. And the resolution is available, page 39, the type copy of the village resolution. Now he summoned the entire village, adopt a resolution, and stormed the school appointment process.
Okay, yes, understood.
My lord.
Yes.
And page number 39, that is the resolution. And page, my lord, 41 is the letter given to the managing committee of the school by
And what they have done is that they send their own resolution.
Yeah, they send their own resolution.
For your school?
For my school.
Okay.
For my school.
Interesting. Yes.
Yes. Well, and curbing my activities. And page number 41, Annex 11.
Who's the respondent?
My friend name is A.P. Well.
Yes.
Now, page number 41, Annex 11, he has issued this letter staying the recruitment process in my school.
Who?
The secretary of the village. Private respondent.
Page?
Page number 41. Yeah. Saying that they have not agreed for appointment process. And the next page, they have he has annexed the same resolution adopted by the villagers.
Then?
And my lord, page number 45, Annex 12. The private respondent, my lord, Shanong has again issued to the STSUO to stay the recruitment process.
The same letter you read earlier on?
Yes. Seeking for staying there.
Same letter. Second, you next it twice.
Twice. First is sent to me, and second is sent to the STSU, Python.
Yes.
And now another page number 47, another letter issued by the private respondent to the STSU regarding raising the same issue. And thereafter, my lord, may I come to page number 51, Annex 14. Now the private respondent has sent this letter complaint to the director and STSU, saying that I have converted the village school into a private school. After, my lord, 39 years, my lord. Now in the second paragraph, may I read out with lordship permission?
Yes.
It may be mentioned herein that the third part Shnong of Morapad village was shocked to get the clarification from the deputy inspector of school, Shillong, that therefore this school was handed over to Strictly Assembly in Sunset 1990 by the then headman. Now, after 39 years, he came to know. Village came to know. Absolutely no attempt. This is the complaint.
This is by another respondent,
A private respondent.
Four of them?
Yes, both of them.
Okay.
Therefore, they asked for stalling the process.
Where is this is Sir Oman? Okay.
Mine.
Yes.
And thereafter, my lord, page number 53.
Yes.
53. They have given a reply to that complaint to the authorities. Then they clarified that the handing over was done. School has been running with the managing committee throughout. No interference was made. Only this instant, by the private respondent, started interfering with the process. That is the substance of the reply.
Reply to complaint dated.
Later dated 25th October 2019.
Yes.
And my lord, page number 57, earlier managing committee formed for 3 years expired. Therefore, they called for a meeting, managing committee called for a meeting and elected a new member. And they referred this to the SCO for approval. May I just read, my lord. 12 February 2020.
No, seen it's all right. He is there as president. Okay.
Reconstitutions.
Yes.
Seeking for approval.
Yes.
From the STACO. And the resolution also annexed in page number 59. It is available.
Yes.
And the signatures of those parents, teachers.
This is approved?
Not approved. The grievances is here.
Now, what is the situation of the school?
Now,
the administrators running it.
Now they have, my lord. He he claimed to form a new managing committee by himself, and he got the approval.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
He got the approval, and now, my lord, that letter, my lord, we have a page number 63. We sought the persuasive intervention of the local MLA, but that was not fruitful. Page number 63, and thereafter, my lord, the impugned order is available page number 66, where my friend...
This has been stayed?
No, not stayed.
So they're running the school now?
They are running the school. They are not paying the salary of the teachers. Forget about me. I'm no longer teaching there. But the teachers are there, staffs are there. They are not.
How many teachers are there now?
Now, one teacher is there.
Only one teacher?
One teacher, one sanctioned teacher is there. Two sanctioned teachers. Since I occupied one, I retire now. And one is remain there.
So they have not filled the other post.
Other one they interfer. The other side.
Mr. Kriyam, how many students are there in the school? What's the enrollment?
In the month of September 2022, number of teachers is 4, and the number of enrolled number of students is 16.
16. 4 teachers.
And 16 students.
Very good ratio. 4 to 4, like 1 to 4. Yes, and then
that is when the village has taken over your lordship.
Before that,
September report, 2022.
is it before the court in a form of affidavit? No.
With regard to certain affidavits which I have taken instruction on that, so I was also.
And the lower primary school?
Well, in lower primary school, I have not taken since my senior colleague is appearing. So this is in the context of upper primary.
There are only 2 sanctioned posts, and since the PT has retired, there are only 1 sanctioned post.
So the upper primary also you were teaching there. I mean, you were controlling that also. Both LP and UP. Okay, yes. What do you have to say with Abraham?
Yes, Your Lordship. Here, Your Lordship, my learned friend has referring to the fact of the case which are all disputed. But now the main case is whether this he is on the, this approval of the managing committee. If I'm pleased to take Your Lordship to page 17 of the petition.
Okay.
Page 17 of the petition, that's a prior portion.
17.
17, yes.
In the pleadings?
Pleading, yes.
Prayer?
Prayer, yes.
Yes.
To set aside and enforce the impugned approval order dated 9/3/2021, issued by the respondent number 5, the subdivisional education school officer. Number 2, to direct the respondent number 5, the subdivisional school education education school officers to give its approval to the legally constituted new managing committee as contained in proposal letter dated 12/2/2020 for a period of 3 years, and or pass such other order as Your Lordship deem fit and proper under the circumstances of the case. So he has a very limited prayer in this case, Your Lordship. He has a very limited prayer. That is to approve the letter dated 12/2/2022, wherein the retired teacher, now he is already retired, he has been made as the second. He has been in a reconstituted managing committee. He has been.
So the village now they have reconstituted managing committee.
Yes, Your Lordship.
It's been approved by the government.
We have approved.
And he had reconstituted on 12/2/2020.
Yes, Your
but the term would have been over by now also by a flash of time.
Yes.
Okay. Then what else you have to say?
That's why they say that we have rightly constituted. Rightly given the approval to the approval order dated 9/3/2021, which was. We have rightly given the approval, Your Lordship. That's they said because at this newly
You do not even institute some kind of fact-finding thing whether he's already given clarification as to his his right in his right of in the school as a teacher or as a person running it or helping it. Nothing is there.
Well, now in that case we have stated that
who it pays paid to whom? The grant and aid is paid to whose account? So when you run the school, it's paid to which account?
In the account of the managing committee.
Who operates the account?
Managing of the secretary, president.
President, secretary.
They used to operate.
So fine. So now after there was a dispute, then the money is still coming in.
Still coming. We are
coming in.
And then that's authorized signatory big changes, but then it's still signing. Who signed it?
They change the signatories
by resolution.
And they receive it, and they are not dispersing to the teachers, saying that you support me. That is a claim. You support me, then I release the salary. So from 2021 till date, they are not releasing the salary.
As a state respondent, we are discharging our duties by releasing the money to the managing committee account. Then it's the duty of the managing committee to e-transfer to the account of the respective teachers. But in my case, there are only one regular teacher who is working in a sanction.
Okay, they're getting paid now.
No, Lordship, regarding the money, Lordship. What happened, Lordship, when managing committee was approved, then when he's no longer running the school, they withdraw the money, Lordship. And when we wrote an FIR to the officer in charge, Mausandram, they said they has misled that because they've got a status quo order, that account has been seized because there's a status quo order from the court. But status quo at that time we are running the school, Lordship. They has misled the police that the status quo orders in their favor, Lordship. I've annexed in the affidavit, Lordship, that they replied from...
No. Now let's hear your case. What is your claim to the school? Is it a fact that 1980, which is documented, your school is handed over to him totally?
No, Lordship.
Did the village not have even 1 inch of control anymore of the school? They didn't have any more, the village. You're agreeing to the submission then?
No, Lordship. I have stated affidavit, Lordship. In 1980, the signatories who hand over the school from the inquiry, Your Lordship, made by the state government, they are minors, Your Lordship.
They are minors?
Yes, Lordship. They have stated
that I have taken that ground in my affidavit filed by respondent number 5, Your Lordship. Respondent number 5.
And moreover, Lordship, the managing committee.
Then if they are minors at the point of time, how is he allowed to run the school for 40 years? I mean, if they, on what authority? If suppose some children will hand over a school to their teacher, that means the village just looks at it and says, oh, nice, the school's running.
That's why, Lordship, the handover letter we are in dispute.
How is it possible?
For managing the school, not for...
The minors, the minors handed over. They were minors.
Yes, minors. That's the inquiry conducted.
What's the inquiry?
If I'm pleased to take a Lordship to you.
Very curious case.
Affidavit filed by respondent number 5, Your Lordship.
Lordship is,
let Mr. Kiran finish.
2017, that when the managing committee was constituted, all the members are the family members, Lordship. The president is the son of the petitioner. Then the nominated member also son. The still is Sangdia, nominated member wife. Then Kemen Lang Sangdia, parents, this son. Ebustan William, son-in-law. Happy Man Sangdia, this member interested in primary education, son. Elaling Hoi, donor representative, son-in-law.
He said that I'm a sole sponsoring body. He can sponsor his own family.
But this is
not his duty to look after the well-being of his family. Put them in the managing committee.
As a village, we agree because it's a committee school, Your Lordship.
Right. No. Only thing is that what really happened? I mean, managing is something else, but owning something else.
Yes, Lordship.
But then why for 40 years he kept quiet?
Your Lordship, this
1980, then you started agitating 2019, correct? 80 to 2020 to 18 to 19.
After we get a clarification from the education department that a community school cannot be converted into a private school. Before the previous headman, at that time the oral.
Okay.
How can a community school be converted into? At least the village has some needs.
No, let's see. Where do you see the minors hand over to school?
But if I'm pleased to take your lordship to affidavit filed by respondent 5, page 10, annexure 1. Annexure 1, page 10. Page 10, annexure 1. Affidavit filed by respondent number 5, your lordship.
5.
Yes, your lordship.
Okay.
Then if I'm pleased to take to para 5, your lordship, of the inquiry report.
Para 5.
Para 5, yes, your lordship.
Affidavit filed by respondent number 5.
Yes, your lordship. Page 10.
Para 5 says that is insufficient not maintainable either in law in fact.
No, annexure 1, page 10, your lordship, of my affidavit. Annexure 1, page 10. Page 10, annexure 1 of my affidavit.
Okay. Okay. Page 10.
Page 10, annexure 1, your lordship.
No, something, Mr. Abraham.
This is affidavit filed by respondent number 5.
You didn't even pagine the annexures anyway. Lot of this is telling earlier on. This is everywhere, even after the paragraphs are not even the page number is not given. Anyway.
Sorry, your lordship.
Nothing to be sorry about. Yes.
On the other hand,
where are you reading from where? Para 5.
Para 5, yes, Lord. Yes. On the other hand, the headman of Marapat village informed that the village Dorbar were not aware that the school had been handed over to Sri Strictly Simile, and clarification report has been sought from time to time from the managing committee by the village Dorbar. But it was in the year 2000 that the village Dorbar came to know that the school had been handed over to Sri Strictly Simile. He also pointed out that the signature which appeared in the enclosure of letter dated 15/3/1980 was very much doubtful, as most of them are still minor during the year 1980. Then if I'm pleased to go down to paragraph 6. During 2019, the local authority had convened a village Dorbar to settle the matter and seek clarification from Sri Strictly Simile with regard to the affair of Marapat LP School, but he failed to attend the Dorbar, and instead he sent some person to attend on his behalf, of which the Dorbar was getting disrupted. Then if I'm pleased to take to para 8, your lordship, relevant. Sri Brahminstar Kalingdo informed that during the year 1980, he was one of the members of the executive committee of the village Dorbar, and pointed out that his signature was not present in the letter of which the school had been handed over to Strictly Simile, and moreover, there is no such proceeding taken by the village Dorbar to hand over the school to the.
But that means but then Mr. Changrisu said that this fellow was a minor for that time.
Then, if I'm pleased to take your lordship.
Correct.
We have given the ratio.
That this Brahmin Star was a minor.
Then, if I'm pleased to take to, I can turn back to page 5 of my affidavit, your lordship. Page 5 of my affidavit. Page 5 of my affidavit. Page 5. Paragraph 16. Para 17. Then para 16. That with regard to the amendment made at paragraph 18A of the writ petition, the answering deponent states that the respondent number 5 had instructed the petitioner to furnish the 1. Land document, and number 2. Permission approval for shifting of Marapat Lower Primary School from all site to the present location, white letter dated 29/5/2020. The petitioner as well as the secretary of the Marapat Lower Primary School had submitted the land documents only.
That means one bought from his wife.
Yes, only land document. shifting of the school was done without prior approval order from the respondent number 4, white letter dated 15/6/2020. So, because what happened was that he was the headmaster. So he was acting as if the school belongs to him, you see, as if he is the owner of the school. Because that times in the villages, they were not aware, there is no one to question him because he was the headman, he was the headmaster. So in that way, he just claimed himself to be the proprietor of the school. That is the reason why he claimed himself to be the owner of the school. But in fact, the locality school can never be handed over to the private individual because the funds are coming from the government. So I think that I don't find any justification to claim that he was the owner of the school. Because if he claimed himself to be the owner of the school, then there should be a proper procedures, handing of the school, all those things has to be done it. But nothing was done. But because he was the headman, he continued and he himself acted as the real owner of the school. But in fact, he was just acting as the headmaster. Now, when he retired from the school, now he's reacting that he still wanted to continue his style of management of the school. Yes. So that is the reason now.
Yes. Okay. Anything else to say?
We have been agreed only that it's a community school, Lordship.
Community school.
It should be run as community school.
Yes.
It shouldn't be run private. That's the only grievance of the.
And the other case? Other case, Mr. Lordship, fourth.
This matter, may I just point out the argument advanced by.
Okay, please reply.
I just give a short reply. My friend Mr. Abraham said that they conducted an inquiry and they found that signatories are doubtful, number one. Number two, Mr. Birmingham, who is the headman now, was one of the exit committee. And third point is, my lord, shifting of school, I never took permission or acknowledgement from the government. So government did not recognize. That is his contention. May I just reply, take my reply to his contention. My lord, in my rejoinder, Lordship kindly see, my lord, rejoinder to counterfeit filed by respondent number 5. I filed on, my lord, 14 June 2022. Rejoinder.
The two rejoinders you filed?
Two rejoinders. Since two counters are there.
1 second.
In para 4, may I just point out.
Where is your affidavit? 14
My lord, dated
41 out. Yes, okay.
14.
Yes.
My lord, in para 4, Lordship may kindly bear with me. I've given reply. With regard to para 7 of the affidavit in opposition, the deponent begs to submit on record that the inquiry reports and such in opposition was biased, prejudiced, in the absence of true facts of record. As per para 5, the said report, the claim that the signatories of the letters and such were minor is completely untrue, as many of them had passed away, leaving their children and grandchildren
How
behind.
does it go to this, Mr. Chani? Even you say the minors, how does it go to this? Whether the minors or majors?
They cannot raise this issue. My lord,
the whole issue is that everything's so cloudy. That's all.
I'll try to clarify that.
What is the nature of control? Whether even then we will pass orders.
Oh, my lord, they cannot raise this issue.
Now you retired. Why don't you just relax at home?
That is another aspect of the matter.
Start another school.
But they cannot, my lord. They cannot. But after sleeping over for 30, 40 years.
No. What's the interest now in controlling the school again?
That is, my lord.
Because you appointed your everybody from your family in the managing committee. So out of school, it'll all be out also.
I will come. The new managing committee formed by my friend, I will show.
Same thing, all family members.
Same thing. He's not sponsoring body. He never spent even 1 rupee till today. 30, 40 years of existence of school.
I think you file a suit.
But no, my lord, it is not, my lord, it is not the case of filing a suit.
Then we have to trace out each and every person who signed it, prove his signature, how old you were at the time. You was an executive member who said I was an executive member at that point of time when the school was handed over, and you said he was still a baby at that time. Then who's the babies who handed over the school? Who's the baby who's executive member? All babies were running the village.
Therefore,
or the school.
Therefore, they make a blatant claim without
what
any
a curious
evidence.
case this is.
But in the pleadings, they must have some responsibility of making a pleading. Well, without any basis, they say that I'm a
without
executive member.
responsibility also, how do you expect the court to adjudicate?
Well, therefore,
court has to go on a certain bundle of facts which they are there. Like, and a red court, we go on affidavits and we go on papers only.
Therefore, he just simply make
I
a
cannot
statement.
call that your petitioner called here. How old were you? What did the babies give over to school to you? Like that, can I ask a question like that?
Therefore, my lord, if he claims himself as an executive committee member, it must be supported by evidence. The village record. There's one thing. Is a blatant
disposing it
claim.
off.
Now, my lord, this is one of I.
When did your petitioner retire?
And my lord, just for one more. Shifting of the school, my lord. My friends say that we never.
We're not going to go to that at all.
That also we have taken the permission. Lordship, kindly see the annexure. May I just come to page number 10 of my rejoinder. The same rejoinder Lordship is looking. Page number 10. But for construction of a school also, the headman has issued no objection. Page number 10.
Okay, take down.
And just my lord, here it is a case of my lord dissolving this managing committee, refusing to grant approval, and appointing.
It is not a case like that at all.
Therefore, without any opportunity.
It is a case which is come up in as it is. Your managing committee now will not. If it had been reconstituted or approved, you have expired by now.
Expired by now.
So go on. So your petition also, if you limit your prayer only to that, that means the action has died.
My lord, therefore, my prayer is that my term is over, even if they approve. In the month of February, it was over. Now it requires for formation of a new managing committee.
No, your management is over.
It is over. Therefore,
but theirs survives still 24.
Therefore, my lord, if they form. If the approval given by the authority is illegal, my lord, without any basis, that should not allow to survive. That is my prayer.
Okay.
They have to continue for one more year. One more year. Now, after 40, 50, 30, 40 years, my lord, suddenly the village will rise up and reclaim it. That is, my lord, my humble submission is that it is a...
No, what is your surviving right now? You're retired.
My lord, if I don't contribute anything, I'm not a sponsoring
so
body.
you're not sponsoring body. That argument you sloan sponsoring body cannot be accepted. Number two, now you retired, you school manager. Now you're managing the school while you're in service. Now you're out of service, that's gone back to the village. Simple as that.
My lord,
you retire, you do farming or something.
My lord, that is not the condition of handing over the school management.
No. I mean, you cannot hold on. You've enjoyed that thing 40 years. You've enjoyed the fruit of the school. To detriment of these poor villagers, making your own family members, us all managing committee members.
My lord, I'll just point out one point.
Running nice family concern.
My lord, I'll point out the formation of managing committee.
Enough.
Just only
the judgment reserved.
Well,
third parties. If you limit only, will not reserve, will pass, I think, open court better. The thing is that
second petition was there.
See, Mr. Chandrasekhar, you're retired now, correct? Now, on what basis do you seek to control the school again?
Well, by virtue of the sponsoring body, man. I'm the one who ran the school for 30, 40 years. Now a stranger is coming forward and taking over. That is a grievance.
There's no stranger. They're members of the village only. Anything else to say?
In the secondary petition also, Lordship, take together, allow me to open the brief. Secondary petition is upper primary school. Lower primary.
We'll have it we'll have it tomorrow. In the second petition. This one we won't pass judgment. Okay, we'll hear the other one and pass judgment.
Love together.
19.
The day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
The other matter is here. The
Lordship, maybe on Friday, if Lordship permits.
Friday is a very difficult day for
the next Monday.
Okay, on Monday the connected matter WPC number.
497 of
To be heard.
Yes.
19.
My lord, AG informed that he would be, my lord, consulting with doctor for his some
head injury.
Head injury.
What's happened to his hand? Very bad injury.
My lord, it's a deep cut, it seems, my lord.
As the LNG AG is not present in court.
After 2 weeks.
Yes, this matter after 2 weeks. Okay. How did he cut his hand?
My lord, he informed that he was cutting a coconut, my lord. So he forced it so much that he went beyond his.
23.
Coconut. Yes. Can finish in 10 minutes.
It's actually a short matter, my lord.
10 minutes in. Right.
So, my lord, the brief background of the case is, my lord, such. My lord, the post of sanitary inspector, my lord, the vacancy had first initially arisen, my lord, in the year 2007. There was an advertisement which was floated, my lord.
In which department?
This is in the sanitary inspector, my lord, in the Negrims. In the Negrims, my lord. So, my lord, that year, my lord, when the posts were advertised, my lord, so, my lord, 6 posts in total were advertised. 4 for the general, that is the UR category.
Let's just come again. 4 posts are advertised.
No, my lord, 6 posts were
6 posts
advertised
okay.
in the year 2007
Okay.
for the post of sanitary inspector. My lord, out of that, 4 number of posts were for the unreserved category. 2 number
category.
Yes, my lord. And 2 number of posts for the ST. Now, my lord, subsequent to the advertisement, my lord, nothing had happened. My lord, the applicants had applied, but my lord, it did not materialize.
2007?
Yes, my lord. So subsequently, my lord, after a gap of 10 years, in the year 2017, the posts were advertised again, my lord.
Okay.
So this time when the advertisement had featured, my lord, 4 posts in total were advertised. 2 were from the open category, 2 from the ST category. My lord, and there was a condition given, my lord, that those who had already applied in the year 2007, my lord, they need not apply.
Okay.
So because their candidature was also taken into consideration. So, my lord, thereafter the selection process was initiated. In the meantime, my lord, the department, realizing that there was a mistake committed, because naturally, my lord, the earlier the vacancies 6, that is 4 in the general category. So, my lord, subsequently they issue a corrigendum stating that there is a mistake. It, instead of 2 for the general category, it should be 4 for the general category. So thereafter, after the issuance of the corrigendum, my lord, the final results were out. So in the final result, my lord, there are 2 writ petitioners here, my lord. One is Mr. Vikas Kumar and the other is Rahul Chakravarti. So, my lord, in order of merit, we were at 3 and 4. So, my lord, as far as Rahul Chakravarti is concerned, he is no longer interested in the matter because he has already got another job. So, thereafter, my lord,
that's second writ petitioner here.
2 writ petitions jointly filed, my lord. One is Mr. Vikas Kumar and the other is Rahul Chakravarti.
Second petition.
Second petitioner, my lord. So thereafter, my lord,
you are number 3.
And the petitioner herein is number 4, my lord, Vikas Kumar.
Number 4, sorry.
Yes. So, and then thereafter, when the select list was out, I was hoping, my lord, that I'll be appointed. So subsequently, what happens, my lord? The department comes up with another notification cancelling the corrigendum, my lord. They cancel the corrigendum, then they come out with a fresh merit list. Fresh merit list where I go to the waiting list, my lord. They said that no, since the advertisement was for 4 posts, so it has to be 4 posts. My lord, the subsequent 2000 advertisement, there was a mistake initially that they advertised 4 posts, whereas they should have advertised 6 posts. Now the corrigendum has corrected that error, my lord. Now the department thereafter, after the select list is out, suddenly, my lord, arbitrarily they go back. They said that no, it cannot be. We cancel the corrigendum because there were 4 posts advertised as per the advertisement. The posts have to be filled up in that manner, my lord.
4 posts is filled up.
Yes. So, my lord, our primary grievance was that once the corrigendum was out, because there is no mistake in the corrigendum. In fact, corrigendum is issued to correct the error which is there. It is amply clear from the record, my lord. In 2007, you had 6 posts. So it is only a natural process that in the year 2017 also, when the posts were advertised, you ought to have advertised 6 posts. So department, realizing their mistake, they issued this corrigendum, my lord. So our case is that once you have issued the corrigendum and then the merit list was out, you could not have subsequently again interfered in the merit list, and you could not have subsequently cancelled the corrigendum which was issued. It is your own corrigendum, and it is not a case also, my lord, that the vacancy is arisen during the pendency of the selection process. That's not the case. The vacancy is arisen long back, my lord. It is in the year 2007 2007. So our case is that the department could not have done that. This is the main case, my lord. So we are aggrieved, being aggrieved by the notification dated 2/6/2022, which whereby my corrigendum was cancelled, and the subsequent merit list dated 2/6/2020.
So one second. 1 second is come first to this. Next year 6 is the results. Okay. Then next year 7 is the corrigendum.
My lord, the final merit list, if I can draw my lord's attention to the writ petition, my lord, which is at annexure 8.
Right.
Annexure 8, page 33, my lord.
Page
33 of the writ petition, my lord.
Annexure 8.
Yes, my lord. 8.
Yes.
So, my lord, this is the merit list of the candidates, which is 25th November 2021.
Yes.
So, my lord, here 4 people have been selected in the unreserved category. So, we have Sri Deepak Kumar, Sri Dharamjit Singh, Sri Rahul Chakravarti,
yes,
Sri Vikas Kumar.
6 posts, okay. Yes.
My lord.
Right. And waiting list, right.
My lord. And 2 in the waiting list. My lord, subsequently, my lord, wide annexure 10, which is at page 35. My lord. So this was the notification that we were aggrieved with, my lord. Page 35 of the writ petition.
Yes.
So if I am allowed to read, my lord.
Yes.
In reference to the subject cited above, this is to inform all concerned parties that as per decision of the appointing authority and recommendation of the Departmental Promotion Committee, Selection Committee, for Group C post of the Institute, the number of posts of Sanitary Inspector will remain as 4 posts, 2 in UR and 2 ST, as advertised wide advertisement dated so and so, under reference above. Thus, corrigendum dated 2/8/2021 and notification dated 25/11/2021 under reference above stands cancelled. The remaining 2 posts will be advertised separately. So, my lord, this is a sudden arbitrary decision, my lord. And subsequent page is the new merit list, my lord.
Yeah, Dharamjit and Deepak
That
Kumar.
is at annexure
One thing,
11.
where's the original first advertisement, Mr. Parachaji? The over 6 posts, where's that?
My lord, that is included in the, my lord, the affidavit which is filed by the Negrims, my lord. They have stated that, my lord, in their affidavit also.
No, where I just want to see it. You could see the
My lord, in para 4, my lord, they have stated.
Yes.
This is annexure 1 and 2, which is
yes
enclosed with their affidavit in opposition, my lord.
No, the 2007 advertisement.
This is annexure 1 is the 2017 appointment.
No, 7. Next.
And annexure 2 is the
original advertisement.
2007. My lord, in the affidavit in opposition, annexure 2, page 13 is the initial advertisement, my lord.
Annexure 2, page 13, okay.
Yes. This is page 13, my lord.
No, it's 4 also here. It's never 6. Page 12.
My lord, sanitary inspector.
Yes,
Page 14, my lord.
yeah, page 12 at this is sorry, no, or the original one.
Page 14, my lord.
Oh, 14. Okay, sorry. Page 14. Where is it? Serial number.
My lord, serial number 4,
4.
sanitary
At the
inspector.
top.
At the
Oh,
top.
yes.
Number of posts 6, that is your unreserved category 4.
Yes,
SP2.
yes. This was never recalled.
Never recalled.
Then let's see. You said that in continuation, only in certain need apply. Candidates who have already applied the post mentioned because the earlier advertisement will not apply again. The application that have been received will be considered right after being made eligible. Okay, that means that they have accepted. They mean 2007. The same one continues.
My lord.
Okay. Yes.
So, my lord, it is only natural because when the candidates had applied in the year 2007.
Okay, no, that's understood.
My lord.
Are they only see 2007? So then, okay, fine. Then 2017 advertisement limited only to 4.
Yes, my lord.
Then they issued a corrigendum. Where is that? They're saying that it should be 6.
My lord, the corrigendum is at.
Page 35 of the affidavit.
Right.
Yes, sir.
2nd August 21.
Yes, okay. Okay. Yes. Then the next corrigendum, cancelling this corrigendum.
That is, my lord, which is enclosed with in the writ petition.
They have not
That is
enclosed
dated,
it.
my lord, 2/6/2020.
They have not enclosed it.
My lord?
They have not enclosed the cancellation one.
My lord, we have
Where
enclosed
is it,
enough.
Dr. Mozika?
In the affidavit also, if I am not mistaken.
Must be there.
Yeah, my lord.
Period is 6.
My lord, this is at annexure 16, my lord.
Of the affidavit?
Yes, my lord. 2nd June 2022, page 89.
No, that's the only case.
My lord.
Yes, Dr. Mozika, why this happened?
My lord, what is stated in the affidavit, my lord? There was an oversight, my lord. Because of that mistake, we advertised for 4 posts. And then
yes,
the instruction we received from the ministry, my lord, is that if any additional posts are there, that should be re-advertised, my lord. Cannot be filled up by issuing a corrigendum, my lord.
No. This is not a case of extra post being left over. This is a case of where you had tried for 6. The advertisement was became like a rolling advertisement, alive, and so subsequently you re-advertised for 4 posts only. Then you corrected that. If you kept it at 4 posts, no quarrel. But then you should corrigendum saying 6, so it'll be 6. So how do you justify that?
My lord, when we issued a corrigendum increasing it to 6, my lord, ministry didn't agree with that, my lord.
Lord, it is not a question of increasing.
No, what? Let them finish.
And the instruction what we received from the Ministry of Health, my lord, that additional post must be re-advertised.
It's not additional post; it's the original vacant post that's present.
But my lord,
where they direct to the ministry? Let's see. See, put a very simple thing. We can understand additional posts have been re-advertised, but then it's not additional.
my lord, there is a subsequent developments, my lord, after filing of the petition. This will change the entire complexion of the case, my lord. My lord, we reduced the post to 4, my lord. 2 reserved category and 2 unreserved. We are dealing only with the unreserved, my lord. So 2 were appointed, my lord, who were there, serial number 1 and 2. And the petitioner number 1 is at number 4, my lord. And petitioner number 2 is?
He's left the scene.
He's left the scene.
Now, in the meantime, it appears, my lord, one of the appointees has also resigned, my lord.
So accommodate him.
My lord, that's what I was submitting, my lord. If an order comes from this honorable court, my lord, the entire matter can be resolved. Our difficulty, my lord, there are rulings that waiting list candidates can only be appointed to a post where no one joins, my lord. A vacancy arising out of resignation cannot be filled up from waiting list, my lord.
You show me the materials. We'll dispose of tomorrow. Just cover the materials.
Well,
we'll decide. See, the thing is like this, because what we cannot, I think this court takes notice is that it is a rolling advertisement. So if it's a rolling advertisement, the parent advertisement will, it's the applications on the basis of the initial advertisement advertising 6 posts. Okay, 6 posts, then you had applied. It does not say apply afresh. That's one thing that goes against you. It says that, okay, those who applied, they'll be considered. Then but then 4 posts only. Okay, if you left 4 posts, well and good. But then you should corrigendum the cease in view of the early advertisement, original advertisement, which you've reverted back. So the 17 advertisement loses its, as a question, loses its total force. And after the select list has come out, you can't revert back,
Exactly.
to 9. That's all.
Selection committee.
You said tomorrow. We'll dispose tomorrow. Just come up with that, huh?
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow, you just bring up with that. What is that? That sort of policy thing we have that we listed candidates can be filled up against the resignation, against the post that the person resigned. Yes.
25. 25.
Please, Lordship.
How much cost he'll pay? 10,000. You say, you name your price. See the last order. It's supposed to file a fresh affidavit. Why has not been filed? 28/4.
2 weeks, Your Lordship.
That's what the court is saying. Name your price. Or we'll ask them to name their price. This is its affidavit problem only. It's only a question of verification affidavit. Why should it take so long? MSS Lalu. Jokes apart, it's like, the process has to. Anyway, Ms. S. Lalu, Leonard Counsel, for the respondents. Praise we allowed further 1 week's time to file the affidavit allowed by order dated 28/4/2023. Praise allowed.
Lordship, in the meantime, we can also file the reply after.
Yes.
Much
And you
obliged.
26.
In this case, the root recalling of the argument. May I please, Your Lordship? May I please, Your Lordship?
Where's the recall application?
Recall its values, Your Lordship, yesterday.
Yes. Recall Miss Case number 61, 2023 in WBC now 450. This is an application. This Miss Case has been filed for recall of order dated 21/3/2023, whereby the prayer for filing of rejoinder affidavit has been closed. Stop. Next, it's submitted by MSP Chitri that due to technical issues that were faced on that day, the concerned advocate could not join the hybrid hearing, which resulted in the order being passed against the petitioner. She praised that the order dated 21/3/23 be recalled and the petitioner be allowed to file a general affidavit. Dr. El Mozica has no objection to the submissions made by the learned counsel of the petitioner. Next paragraph. In consideration of the good grounds shown by the petitioner, the order dated 21/3/20 is recalled and the petitioner is permitted to file a rejoinder. This case stands closed. In the main case, in view of the order passed in this case also, the rejoinder will be filed within a period of 2 weeks from today. Yes.
No serious objection. No serious objection.
Okay, instead of what I say, no objection there. No serious objections have been raised by Dr. Mozica. Even for this one, you have to record like that. I mean, what is your position? It should be tough. Yes.